there! So today we have another review, and this is a beer from Allagash. This is the only second beer that they actually sent along with Allagash White. They didn't send any Saison, Triple, Curio, anything. Pretty cool. So at least we get what we get. So one time slash like drop of Allagash River Trip. So this is a Belgian style table beer. It is hopped with some relatively modern hops like Cascade, and then there's like Azaka and Comets in there as well. And then it's actually brewed with coriander as well. So it uses oats, this kind of like rustic kind of Belgian grain bill to it, 4.8% Belgian style session ale. So very curious. I'm gonna have this one. Has their house yeast character as well. It's like a session. Curious how this one turns out. Beer is pretty nice and light. Comes in a straw to light gold color. Has a medium to medium minus haze to it. A little bit of haze. Wonderful, fluffy. Yeah, not super crazy kind of bottle condition kind of head to it, but nice, fluffy, you know, 1.5 inch kind of medium bubble head. No. So, there you go. And this smells like oxidation to me, even though it's a month fresh. I guess it just sits in hot temperature. I don't know what to say. I mean, I got this quite fresh. I think I actually bought this like 2 weeks ago, I want to say 2 weeks ago, which makes this like 2 weeks fresh, but if it sat in heat, it sat in heat, and that's all I get. Very little hop character, papery, a bland kind of hop aromatic. A little bit of yeast underneath, actually. But man, that nose is ruined. Cheers. You know, that's probably why in the Allagash, the Vit beer blind taste test that I did, that beer didn't turn out too well. It just laid a little flat on the palate to me. Not noticeably oxidized, but here this beer is oxidized, yeah, for sure. I mean, doing these experiments, this beer is somewhere from it's like you've left this beer out on the warm shelf for like, it's a tiny beer, 4.8. It's supposed to be slightly hoppy too, right? If you left it out for like maybe 6 weeks, or maybe a couple days or a week in like 90 degree, 100 degree temperature, boom. Yeah, it's got a little bit of this pretty like Belgian yeast character, dry. You can tell that it was slightly hoppy at some point, like lemony, grassy hop character. Very pretty tiny little beer. A little bit of like this kind of phenolic coming in. It's not overly phenolic, which I think it would turn off a lot of people. It's got a light hint of it, so it's like slightly Band-Aid-y. You know, Belgian, right? Slightly Band-Aid-y, right? Mm-hmm. But then it's got that like bland kind of papery character on the back end. Light kind of bready malt, slightly crackery. Nice watery texture to it. Wonderful carbonation to move around the beer. Just a wonderful sipper, and as I drink more, there's like a little note of, I'm gonna get some influence, but they say there's an array of melon, citrus, and stone fruit notes. Boy, are those like completely devoid in this beer. I maybe get a hint of melon, but it's medium minus bitterness on the back end too, but yep, there you go. So if you guys, I don't know, I don't think any brewers are listening out here, but if you guys plan on sending any beer to Florida, be careful, because it's definitely not too style, not too brand. It just doesn't taste very good. It really lacks any hop character, any fruit characteristics that they're talking about. You can immediately notice on the nose the oxidation. It's just so bland on the nose, and then now I smell it more. I finally get a little bit of the yeast character. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. It's a like kind of like peppery Saison thing. So it's like a tiny Saison, which is pretty much what a table beer should be, or was. Yeah, there you go. As for rating, it's all right. It's disappointing. B minus, this beer gets an 83. 83. Until next time, guys, cheers. Drinkable, but meh, later.